Ez a kérése a szervezőknek és magának, Sadhgurunak is. Amúgy közvetlen ember, de no touchy, oké? És akkor minden rendben lesz. Pásztor Anna és Balasi Ádám készülődik közben. Egy kis türelmeteket kérjük, és ők énekelni fognak nekünk. És remélem, hogy a híres dalok után a Soyo Songot is. Talalaj, talaj, talaj, talalaj, talaj, talaj, talalaj, talaj, 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 lalaj, lalaj. Oké, tehát még egyszer, hogyan tegyük egymás elé azt a bizonyos túrabakancsot ebben az ügyben? Hát például Sadhgurunak egy nagyon egyszerű és nagyon lényegre törő kérése van. 100 napig beszéljünk a talajról a social médiában. Make social media soil media for 100 days, okay? 100 napig beszéljünk róla, hozzuk szóba, reagáljunk rá, ne csak pislantsuk, ne fordítsuk el a fejünket, ne keressük meg a háromlábú cicát néhány percig. Beszéljünk a talajról. Nézzetek utána egyébként, meg lehet googlizni, wikizni, és ki tudja még, valakinek vannak könyvei például, kinyitott egy-két könyvet. Jó van, csak vicceltem. Szóval, make social media soil media. Thank you. Adam, Anna, yeah.
I'm a very nervous person when it comes to performing. Nobody knows this. And normally I need faces and all kinds of clothes to perform. And I wasn't going to perform today. I was going to see Sadhguru. And I'm really excited. But about an hour ago, somebody called me and asked me if I wanted to sing before Sadhguru arrived. And I said I would do anything for Sadhguru, and of course I would love to sing. So we brought a Hungarian song, our song. This is called Marta's song, which is about life, to live life, and to appreciate life, to appreciate people, and to appreciate the beauty of living. And I'm really honored to join this movement, and I'm excited and happy. So thank you, and we get out of it. Kezdjetek el élni, hogy legyen mit mesélni. Majd az unokáknak, mikor körbeállnak, az ágyadon ugrálnak, hogy legyen mit mesélni. Kezdjetek el élni. Kezdjetek szeretni, hogy legyen mind nevetni, hogy milyen bolond voltam, hogy neked udvaroltam, az öletbe borultam, többé el sem tudtam menni. Kezdjetek szeretni. Kezdjetek szeretni, hogy legyen mind nevetni, hogy milyen bolond voltam, hogy neked udvaroltam, az öletbe borultam, többé el sem tudtam menni. Kezdjetek szeretni. Kezdjetek nevetni, csak semmi melodráma, senki bele nem halt, még komédiába. Ripacsok színészek, az élet a tiétek, minek őrre menni, kezdjetek szeretni. Hey! Jó néha sötétben holdat nézni, hosszan egy távoli csillagot igézni. Jó néha fázni, semmin elmélázni, tavaszi esőben olykor bőrigázni. Tele szájjal lenni, hangosan szeretni. Jó néha magamat csak úgy elnevetni. Sírni, ha fáj, remegni, ha félek. Olyan jó néha érezni, hogy élek. Kezdjetek el élni, hogy ne kelljen félni, Az utolsó órában, mikor már megbántam, 1000-szer megbántam, hogy oly sokáig vártam, hogy elmúlt az élet, kezdjetek el élni. And we can have a little jamboree at the end. Just let the music play. Yeah, let's let the music play, whatever. Thank you so much, thank you so much. Oh. Sadhguru, we're waiting for you. I even learned the song, dance song. Gyere, Livi! Gyere, Livi! He's a fellow musician. We used to play together. He's another band, but we like brothers and sisters.
Na nézzük, még egyszer a szép szóljat, most már kiegészülve. Áldom. Sit down. Talaj, lalaj, lalaj. Talaj, lalaj, lalaj. És csak született egy magyar szöveg ma délelőtt. Aha. A földből jöttem én, és a földé válok újra, de minden nem tiéd. Leborulok eléd, életén, légy a régi újra, a 100 országon át, leborulunk eléd. Talaj, talalaj, lalaj, lalaj, talalaj, lalaj, 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 talalaj, 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 lalaj, lalaj. A földből jöttem én, a földé válok újra, minden nem tiéd. Leborulok eléd, életén, légy a régi újra, a 100 országon át, leborulunk eléd. Talalaj, lalaj, lalaj, talalaj, lalaj, lalaj, talalaj, lalaj, lalaj, talalaj, lalaj, lalaj, talalaj, lalaj, lalaj. Földből jöttem én, földé válok újra, minden nem tiéd, leborulok elé, életén, légy a régi újra, 100 országon ne, leborulok elé, 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 lej, 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 lej. La 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 a földből jöttem én, és a földé válok újra, ha minden nem tiéd. Leborulok elé, életén, légy a régi újra, 100 országon át, leborulok elé. La 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 He's the bugger, whoa! Életért, légy a régi újra, 100 országon át, borulok eléd. Földből jöttem én, a földé várok újra, a minden nem tiéd, leborulok elé. Életért, légy a régi újra, a 100 országon át, leborulok elé. A földből jöttem én, a földé várok újra, a minden nem tiéd, leborulok elé. Életért, légy a régi újra, a 100 országon át, leborulok elé.
Come on, please. Help us sing. Help us sing and dance. Sadhguru is about to ride. Please. Please, let's dance. Let's dance. Who knows the song? Who knows the song? Who knows the dance? Okay.
Sing along, énekeljétek is!
How about the dance? Beautiful people. Oh my God, he's coming. All right.
4 perc! 4 perc, még egyszer énekeljük. 4-es a perc. Aki nagyon messzire ellát, már láthatja.
In 4 minutes.
Messze látok, már látják Sadhgurut. 4-es a perc, 3,5-es a perc. Na még egyszer ezt a refrén. Oh! La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Földből jöttem én, a földi válnak újra, minden nem tiéd, leborulok elé. Életért, légy a régi újra, 100 országon át, leborulok elé. Három perc! Három perc!
And again!
Földről jöttem én, a földi válok újra, minden nem tiéd, leborulok elé. Életért, légy a régi újra, 100 országon át, leborulok elé. 2 perc! 2 perc! Egyes a perc!
1 minute! 1 minute!
Alakul az élő folyosó!
Okay, just the crowd, just the crowd, just the crowd, just the people, just the people. Good job. Ti jöttök. 5, 6, 7, 8. One more time. One last time.
Keep on playing. Okay. Tehát még egyszer elmondom, a közelséget fogjuk elkerülni. Tapsoljátok meg magatokat! Tehát tényleg itt van pár pillanaton belül, Sadhguru. Tartsátok a távolságot, köszönjük a diszkréciót, és ne felejtsétek, egymás elé tesszük a bakancsot, akkor a túra sikerülni fog. Még social media. Beszéljetek a talajról, hozzátok szóba.
Livius, sound of a motorbike. Is another one? Is him? Is Sadhguru? Okay.
Stay alert. Stay alert. Ezt tartsd.
Is he here? He's here? We should play? Not yet? Okay. They just told me to make a song out of this one. We should create some lyrics. Azt mondták, hogy csináljunk ebből egy dalt, ebből a nótából, amíg jön. Sadhguru. Oké, gyors talpaló. Mi legyen a címe? Save Soul! Jó lesz? This is gonna be the returning team. Okay? Like right now. Save Soul! Save soul! Save the soul! Save soul! Save the soul! Save soul!
Save the soul.
Save the soul!
Save the soul.
Save soul!
Save the soul.
And maybe Livius can rap.
Én felelgetek, csak közben figyelem is, hogy mikor jön. Okay.
He's only interested about Sadhguru. Me too.
What?
Maybe you can do a rap. You can do a rap now. It's a time for do a rap about the soil.
What are the words? What are the words?
Whatever.
Save soil.
Save soil.
Save beautiful.
Soil.
Perfect. I love it.
Go.
What? Save the soil. 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 Save the soil.
Save the soil.
Save the soil.
Save the soil.
Save the soil.
Save the soul.
Save the soil.
Save the soul.
Save the soil.
You save the soul.
Save the soil.
They save the soul. They save the soul. We save the soul.
That's my new mantra.
Say one. Say one. Say soil. Say one. Say soil.
Ha mi mind megpróbálunk egyszerre gondolkozni, akkor egyszerre dobban a szívünk. És talán az eszünk is megáll egy pillanatra, és oda kerül, ahova a szívünk. És talán ettől a dobbanástól majd beindul a föld, és csírázni kezdenek a kis bogarak és a fák. És talán egybe lesz megint a világ, és talán egybe lesz megint a világ, hogyha egyszerre dobban meg ez a világ. De először a szívünkbe kell megdobbani valaminak, és talán az első lépéshez ehhez, hogyha megmentjük a termőföldöt. Save the soul.
Save the soil.
You save the soul.
Save the soil.
I save the soul.
Save the soil.
You save the soul.
Save the soil.
If you save the soul, maybe you're gonna save your soul. You save the soul. Yeah. You might be able to save your soul. You save the soul. You save the soul. I save the soul. To save your soul. You save the soul. To save the soul. To save your souls. You save the soul. Anybody wants to sing? Anybody feels like saying something? Don't have to rap, don't have to sing, just say something, anything you want to say. Anything you feel about the earth, Mother Earth was Sadhguru. We are together here, all kinds of nations, so beautiful. Green, black, white, colorful. We we're trying to do is trying to make a difference. Just a tiny little difference in this earth. Just a tiny little difference. Maybe we can glimpse the soul. Maybe we can save the soul. Maybe we can save our soul and our grandchildren's soul. My little tiny brother, tiny sister, and my children's soul. I save the soul. You save the soul. You're gonna save the soul a little bit, just bit by bit, bit by bit. Yeah, we save the soul. We save the soul. Let's save the soul. We save the soul. I save the soul. If you save the soul, I save the soul. You save the soul. You save the soul, so you save the soul. You save the soul, so you save the soul. I save your soul. I save your soul. I save your soul. Solo, 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 solo. There's a beautiful lady over there with a child, with a beautiful girl, and she just made up some lyrics. Ott van egy gyönyörű hölgy a kislányával, és épp mondott nekem egy pár sort, amit beleépíthetünk. It's English. She said, you get to the ground, you touch the ground, then you see what you find, then you feel what you found, then you get a little piece of earth and you smell it, and you feel the breath of earth, and you feel Mother Earth. Then you decide to act differently. Then you decide to shed your tears, and your tears may be enough to plant this little plant. And then you watch it grow, you watch it grow, you give it shade, you shelter it. There might be a tree, there might be a beautiful tree for your daughter in the years to come. If you save the soul and give it attention, just a little tiny attention and a drop of tear, that's enough. One by one, one by one, one by one. If you save the soul, you might save your soul. If you save the soul, you might save your soul. Save the soul, might save your soul. You save the soul, might save your soul. You save the soul, you save the soul. You save the soul. If you save the soul, I save the soul. Shall we sing the beautiful song? Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Speed it up. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Woo! Na 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 na. Hey! Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Hey! Na 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 na. Just save the soul. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Beat it up, man. Do you have power? You still have power to sing? You still have power to sing? Come on!
Legyen régi újra, százországon át, leborulunk elé.
I can do this forever. Until Sadhguru arrives. He's nearby. Hey, hey. Come on, sing, sing,
Földből jöttem én, földé válok újra, mindenem tiéd, leborulok eléd. Élet életét, légy a régi újra, 100 országon át, leborulunk eléd.
Namaskaram. Hello, Budapest. What a wonderful city you have here, and a wonderful nation, and above all, wonderful people, huh? We just have to make sure the nation, which essentially means the land and the soil, stays wonderful, not just for us, all these little children, wonderful children who have gathered here, for them, it should stay wonderful. Are we committed to this? Can you believe it? 100 years ago, this would have been a joke that our soil is in danger. This would have been a joke. but today it's become a unfortunate reality. And hey, you just got the same Indian flag going, huh? Huh? Where is this is the Hungarian flag? Oh. Okay. Okay. Just, yeah. So, till now, the Save Soil movement has had a spectacular response, both from the people of every city we've been to, and above all, many governments across the world have been responding very positively. Right now we have nearly 72 or 73 nations who have signed up for this soil policy. Of course, there is still work to be done, but the important thing is the narrative has changed, the intent has changed. Once something begins to beat in the human heart, it has to happen. Hello? So, apart from that, major nations have taken steps. We've been asking for cover crop subsidies. United States has given some subsidy, and UK has announced some subsidy for cover crops. And for soil ecology, Germany has allocated $4.5 billion last week. India has allocated $2.3 billion towards rejuvenation of regeneration of soil in 13 river basins in the country. We are moving ahead, huh? And on May 9th and 10th, I'm addressing the COP15 of the UN agency which is there to combat desertification, called UNCCD in Ivory Coast. 197 nations are participating, including EU. All their representatives will be there, and we have made soil the main theme of the event. I will be addressing these nations, all of them, on 9th of May. Before that, we want to move 3 billion people. Can people in Budapest do it? Because this is the only thing that's been lacking. We must understand this. Democratically elected governments have a term of 4 to 5 years. In those 4 to 5 years, they are not expected to do anything spectacular. They are expected to just fulfill people's mandate. Hello? What people want, why they elected them. Till now, tell me in which country in this world have 60% of the population stood up and expressed, we are concerned about the long-term well-being of our nation, the future of our children? Nowhere, I'm telling you. In tea parties and dinner parties, people whisper this nonsense to each other and they forget about it. That's not the way. We want 60% of the adult population in the world to say, yes, we are concerned about the soil, we are concerned about future generations. And above all, UNFAO says that right now the food that we're eating today and the soil that we're consuming actually belongs to the unborn child, not even to these sweet children here, to the unborn child. When we say an unborn child, we are talking about a life which is absolutely defenseless, absolutely. Eating up the food of the unborn child gives me an ache in my heart. It's a crime against humanity. We should not live like this, hello? This is not the way to live for sensible human beings, huh? This is not the way to live. An unborn child's food we ate up. If a child is holding a biscuit or a cookie in their hand, if you grab it and eat it, you must be a horrible human being. Hello? But if you ate up the food of the unborn child, what are we? So we've gotten here unconsciously. Let's get out of here consciously. This is the choice that we have. As a generation, we have this choice. We can be that generation which consciously turn back from the brink of a disaster. We don't want to be that generation which slept through and fell into the disaster and grieve over it after it's done. Because we've been doing this continuously, any number of things, famines, wars, things like this have happened in the world. We walk into the same mistake again and again, and then we cry after it is done. How many wars in the last 100 years across the world? Hello? Every time we say, this is it, this should not happen again, and again we walk into the same thing and the same thing. This one situation of soil extinction or degeneration of soil, in another 25, 30 years, if we walk into it without making a difference now, recovering from that is going to be extremely difficult. Right now, the biodiversity is at that point, at that tipping point, where if we act now, in the next 10 to 15 years' time, we can make a significant turnaround. It's possible right now to do this. But on average, 27,000 species of organisms are going extinct every year. If we allow this like this, in another 30, 35 years, we will reach a point where it will be very, very hard to turn back, probably impossible. We could go to that place. What is our answer to all these wonderful children who are here? What is our commitment? Just blowing kisses at them and saying, I love you is not good enough. We have to facilitate a world where they can also live well. Well, we cannot ensure that somebody lives well, it's left to them. But taking away the fundamentals of well-being is not a fair thing to do. Hello? Nutritious food, clean water, pure air to breathe, if these things if we take away from our children, then how do you expect them to even make a life out of it? If all these things are there, how they live, of course, is in their hands. We cannot determine how they live, but we cannot take away the fundamentals of their well-being. This is what Save Soil movement is about. Across the world it's reverberating, but I want people of Budapest, your voice should be heard across the globe. All young people, you have technology in your hands. Yeah, little boy, yeah, yes or no? You have a smartphone. So use it smartly, you can send a few silly messages, it's okay. But if you use it smartly, this instrument that you're carrying in your hands right now, this can change the world. This is the first time in the history of humanity that we can stand here on the street side and talk to the entire world. Never before was this possible. Many great beings have come, but when they spoke, hardly 10 people could hear them. Yes or no? This is the first time. It doesn't matter who you are. Sitting in your home, in the comfort of your home, you can reach the entire world. Please make it happen. Let's make it happen. Because you're such wonderful people of Budapest, I've heard so much about this city, but this is the first time I've come and I have only an hour and a half in your city. How unfair is this? But if we hear the voice of Budapest really loud and clear, sometime in 2023 I will come here to do a spiritual program for you. Yeah. From my side it's a deal. What about you? But your voice should be heard across the globe, okay? Yes? Good then. If you have a question, anybody? Hey, you don't look like a Hungarian. Huh? See like this? Day 28, still in one piece. What do you think? Will I make it to 100 days? Yeah, be with me, let's make it, huh?
Silly question.
We didn't expect anything smart.
Did you speed in Germany with your bike? There is no limit there, so you could try.
No, see, generally, in my life, the only crime I've ever committed is speed. But I like Germany because it's not a crime there. Yep, please give it to her, it's okay.
Namaskaram, Sadhguru. I have a question. Besides saving soul, what is the most important thing that we can do for our kids? If we didn't do it too well till now, what would be the most important things?
How many you have?
These two here.
Two, okay. See, besides saving soil, you're putting it aside, I don't like that, okay?
I know what to do about it.
That you must do. About the boys, don't do anything. Set up a good example. Don't try to teach them anything, don't philosophize them, don't tell them about things that you don't know. What you don't know, just admit, I don't know. Do you know where this cosmos begins, where it ends? No. Do you know who created it? No. Do you know how you'll ended up here on this planet? No. Just tell them, I don't know a damn thing. I just made the mistake of coming here a few years earlier than you. That's about it. Hello? And create an atmosphere of trust, joy and love. That's all. Don't try to do too many things. If you create an atmosphere of love and trust and joy around you, they'll grow up well. Don't talk about ever things that you don't know, just say, I don't know. Please, that boy was raising his hand, somebody there? Yep.
Namaste firstly. Just as an individual, what is my responsibility? Like, how can I contribute to this save soil? As an individual, I know it's my responsibility, but would you like to give some tips?
Tips, okay. One thing is follow the journey. It's on social media. Lot of people are treating social media as some kind of a nuisance. It's up to you. You can make everything into a nuisance if you are one. Hello? Technology is a nuisance, social media is a nuisance. Well, 100 years ago if you were here, if you have to say one word to somebody, maybe you have to walk 20 miles before you say a word to somebody. Hello? Today you're sitting here, you can do whatever you want, you can say. But whether you're saying really wonderful things or silly things is left to you. Whether you're making a nuisance out of it or a wonderful possibility out of it is left to you. So one thing is follow the journey and enhance the message. Right now, this is the most important thing. Well, everybody wants to say, Sadhguru, can I go and fix my garden? Oh, that's very cute of you. Very nice, but that is not a solution. Right now, if solution has to happen, you must get the world to speak about soil. You don't have to support me. You don't have to do anything with this, what I am doing. You just have to make sure the world says something about the soil. 3 to 4 billion people must express their concern, that they are concerned about this condition of the soil. Then the rest of it we will do. We know what to do. Without people's mandate, you ask the governments to do something long-term. How will it happen? Tell me, if you were the president or prime minister of any given nation, if somebody has elected you for 4 or 5 year term, would you like to do everything within those 4 or 5 years? Or would you attempt doing something which will bear fruit after 15, 20 years? What would you do? You would try to do everything within that term, isn't it? Unless people give you a mandate that we are ready for long-term policies, no government will really move. So, don't go on blaming the politicians, the leaders. That's not the way. A democracy means you are the leaders. Hello? This is what a democracy means. Democracy does not mean you just cast your vote and forget about it. There are two things, your vote and your voice. I'm asking for your voice. Express your concern. Make sure the message reverberates across the world. Your own message. If you want to know something, soil facts, you can go to FAO site or World Food Program or IUCN, or if that is too complicated, too much of science and technical expressions, you go to savesoil.org. We have simplified these facts into a simple expression. Use it whichever way you want, you call it yours. You say you only discovered that by 2045, there will be 40% less food. It doesn't matter, you don't want to acknowledge FAO or me or somebody else, it doesn't matter. The important thing is, you must bring concern about soil in everybody's heart in this world, within this period, within this concerted time. Oh, I will do it next year. That is not going to work. This has been the problem of the world, that we have never acted together. I've been talking about this for 30 years. People say, Sadhguru, what you're saying is fantastic, go to sleep. So I thought I must do something to wake them up, put my life to risk and really stick it out, because at 65, I don't have to prove anything about myself, hello? I am who I am. This is not a thing I should do because too many people depend on me. Putting myself on a motorcycle for 100 days is a nut job, huh? But I'm doing this because if we don't wake people up now, we will be sorry, seriously sorry. I don't want to be that generation who sleeps through and then is sorry about it. Is sleep a crime? Hello? Sleep a crime? No. But if you sleep through your life, you will become a disaster, and a disaster is always worse than a crime. Yes. Oh, don't give it to the dog, give it to her. Okay. Hey, what, you copying a question?
Hello, Sadhguru. My
Yes.
name is Irina. I'm from Ukraine. I fled the war, and this is my question. What is your position and your stand regarding the Russian aggression and the war in Ukraine? And what are your predictions, please? Thank you.
See, this has unfortunately been the human condition. In the last 100 years, how many wars have you fought? In Europe and in the rest of the world, how many? You can't even count. And how many million people have died? And we keep doing the same thing again and again. We are only concerned about one event. I'm concerned about human beings going like this. As our competence enhances, as our technologies improve, one war could finish off the world, hello, in future. People are talking, in Europe you had World War I, World War II. Two was worse than the one, hello, in terms of destruction. You know that. Now people are talking about three. With the present capability, if you go for number three, this is not going to be like World War II, it'll be 10 times more than that. So have we lost our senses again and again going, why did we form League of Nations? Why did we form United Nations? So that whatever our differences are, whatever problems are, we could sit down and talk it out, debate it. With words we could fight and settle the damn thing. But we have once again come back to the same place where United Nations doesn't matter, everybody takes their own decisions. This is not good, whether it happens to this country or that country. Everybody said when we entered, when the World War II happened, we said never again this will happen. After that, see how many wars across the world. When 2000 started, when 21st century started, all the young people said, oh, we are millennials, whatever that means. And some of them are also calling themselves Generation Z. That's a bad thing. That sounds like you are the last generation. That doesn't sound good to me at all. And they said, oh, we are technology generation, we are an information era. Whatever, we are knowledge-based civilizations now. We will never have wars. Tell me from 2000, how many wars and how many nations have been turned into rubble? Hello? All over. There's no point naming them, but I'm saying it doesn't matter whether you do it on this country or that country, it's human beings. Hello? Hello? The question is not which country. These countries are… we think the planet is a cake that we can cut it into pieces and say, this is my piece and this is your piece. That's not how it is. This… in the name of nationality, race, religion, how much nonsense have we done? It's time we find a common factor. If you do not understand the cosmic consciousness, at least understand this much, all of us come from the same soil, we are all eating off the same soil, at least when we die, we definitely go back to the same soil. Let us use soil not just an ecological movement, but also a common factor, a common denominator to bring all humanity as one. Please raise this consciousness because this is our time on the planet. What we do here is our business. Let's do something sensible. Hello? Let's do something that is for life, not against life. You can call it war, you can call it soil degeneration, you can call it by many names, but let's do those things which are for life, not against life, because that's all that matters. Once life is gone out of this, what is there? What is of value to this one? Tell me. I think I should leave before they evict us, the city. Stay a little longer. See, I've been thinking about this city for so long, I come here for 1.5 hours. Look at my life, huh? Yeah. Yes, we were to be in Israel, but we called it off for now. It's only deferred. We will get there, not on this trip. I definitely will come. Oh, I already have one, man. Thank you very much. Will we hear the voice of… Hey, you can't make him speak, huh? You want to, please?
He tried to speak while he was waiting for you. Thank you very much for everything what you're doing for this program. But aside of it, you say that we have to kind of let it go as a basic thing. Aside of it, we're trying to help the Ukrainian war now, to people, to charity. But how come with such a situation to stand on our feet? How come we can stand on our feet? Because virtually we feel empty. Doesn't matter what, for example, I invest in myself, I'm trying, but as more I give, I feel more empty. And with the current situation, I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I think none of us know. But can you give some advice that we can fulfill ourselves, that we can give more, that we can provide more? Thank you.
Empty is a very good thing. That's how my head is always empty. I'll come to you. See, right now, we have always been focusing on fullness, all right? Listen to this carefully, otherwise you will misunderstand what I'm saying. See, tell me how much money would fulfill my pocket? A million, a billion, a trillion, a zillion, what would make my pocket really full? Even if you give me $1 trillion, there's still space, isn't it? So my pocket can never become full. Tell me how much knowledge could make my head full? How much? Yes, so this also cannot become full. So your pocket cannot become full, your head cannot become full. Tell me how much love would fill your heart? No more space, huh? Endless. So your pocket cannot become full, your head cannot become full, your heart cannot become full. And why are you trying for something like that? The more empty you are, more of a possibility you are, isn't it? So this search for fullness you must give up, because in search for fullness you'll attempt very small things in the sense. See, in the yogic culture, it's like this. We always identify with our ignorance because, see, your knowledge, even if you have read the libraries of the world, compared to this endless cosmos, your knowledge is a minuscule, isn't it? If you identify with that minuscule, you will become a minuscule because what you identify with, you become, isn't it? See, right now, you say you have a very similar flag to India but you say you're a Hungarian, you identify it, so you become a Hungarian, all right? So what you identify with, you become that. So, but your ignorance, your knowledge is a minuscule, but your ignorance is boundless. If you identify with your ignorance, you will become boundless. So don't try fulfilling yourself. Empty is good. Empty means you're still a possibility. You're not a closure. Let it be that way. Thank you very much, all of you. Just tell me what's the highlight of the city, I will try to pass through that at least. This… So the heroes are all standing there, the 7 great heroes of this nation who represented those tribes. And I want you here, how many of you are here? I want you to be the new heroes, not just of Hungary but of the world, because the old heroes always won wars and they became heroes. The new heroes have to prevent wars and become heroes. Hello? The old heroes always thought of moving a mountain. The new heroes should avoid moving a mountain and become heroes. The old heroes always thought if they dug up something big, they are heroes. The new heroes are those who did not dig up anything, they are the real heroes. Hello? The old heroes always built something which stands up like this. We appreciate them for who they were. But the new heroes are those people who will nurture the soil which always lies beneath our feet, never stands up. But it stands up in the form of a tree, it stands up in the form of you and me, it stands up in the form of every other life. This is the new standard of being a hero, that life stands up, not monuments. Let's make it happen.
Mindenki! Földbe léptem én, a földre válok újra, minden nem tiéd, leborulok elé. Életért, légy a régi újra, százon szágon át, leborulok elé. Legno degli uiro, saso sagonan, le borule che le, la la le la le la le, la la le la le la le le, la la le la le la le, la la le la le, la la le 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 la le la le. Leideri uira, sazo sagonat, le borro che le, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la.
And we want to hear the voice of Budapest across the world. In every part of the world, we must hear the voice of Budapest, their concern and their love for the soil upon which we thrive, the very body that we carry. Will we hear this? Let's say this. 1, 2, 3. When I say, you say save soil. Let us make it happen, okay? Are you ready?
Yes.
1, 2, 3. Save soil. Let us make it happen. Whoa.
Keep distance. Tarts meg a teret. Tarts meg a teret. Keep distance. Bye-bye, Sadhguru. Goodbye, Sadhguru. Please. Goodbye, Sadhguru. Mindenem tiéd, leborulok eléd. Életért, légy a régi újra, 100 országon át, leborulok eléd. Make social media, social media. Woo! Bye-bye, Sadhguru, bye-bye! Földből jöttem én, földé válok újra, minden nem tiéd, leborulok elé. Életért, régi újra, 100 országon át, leborulok elé. Woo!